is an electrical engineer by day, bass guitarist by night. And an optimist always. Let's give it up for Darryl!
I love Luigi. I am Luigi. I identify with Luigi. There's a lot of reasons. Younger brother in the Mario Brothers games. We have a lot in common, and I love that man. That's a good man. So what do we have in common? Luigi's a younger brother. I'm a younger brother. Luigi plays guitar. I play guitar. He's player 2. And my older brother used to always make me play player 2. He's a younger brother, but he's definitely worthy of my admiration. Look at that. He jumps higher. And that's actually very, very useful in the Mario Brothers games. He's often portrayed as a scaredy cat, but he's not scared. He is just wary of the danger. He knows. And in Luigi's solo titles, that's the whole plot device. He actually goes save his brother. And Mario is missing. Bowser kidnaps him, and he travels all over the world to go save him. Look, we've both been in Rome. We're both well-traveled. Luigi's mansion, he wins the mansion that Mario gets lost in to save him. And that's what I do. I look out for my friends, and, me and Luigi, we're younger brothers. We look out for our family, and I got all of this from playing video games. How awesome that I identify with Luigi, and he's made my life better. Video games is a leisure activity. You can go to the spa, you can go out to the bar. Oh, you can read a book. Everyone loves books, don't they?
Yeah.
What about video games? Video games are awesome. All right, show of hands. How many of your parents, or if your parents, how many of your parents have encouraged you to read books? Show of hands. How many encouraged you to play video games? Hey, okay, y'all parents are awesome. But why aren't all our parents like that? And if I've been discouraged from playing video games, I wouldn't have never met Luigi. This is Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This is the last game that I beat, and it's an incredible adventure. Link goes through all these places to save the Princess Zelda, and it is an incredible journey. This is Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's the same character, but he's holding a musical instrument, and you can see that the game will show you how to play the instrument in his hands, via the buttons on the controller, which is really cool. You get to use the music to do all this cool stuff in the game, and look at all these places in that game where you learn how to play songs, and the songs are beautiful. You can open doors, do a whole bunch of cool stuff, and this wonderful experience is part of the reason why I love music so much. And I play the bass guitar, I play in bands, and every time I'm warming up tuning my guitar, I play those same notes from The Legend of Zelda. And it's so awesome, And if I had been discouraged from playing video games, I would never have that experience. So James Bond, GoldenEye 007, arguably one of the best first-person shooters to have ever been made. And I would not know who James Bond is if it wasn't for the game. I did not read the books. So look at this debonair man. I went to a masquerade party. I felt like James Bond. I felt confident. I felt like I could handle any pressure situation. Again, would not be inspired to be that confident if I hadn't played video games. So obviously there's a lot of benefits, but there's even more. Improved concentration, improved memory, it improved a lot of things, hand-eye coordination, and the ability to problem solve. And as an engineer, I need to solve a problem. This is the water temple from The Legend of Zelda, and if it looks confusing, that's because it is. This is the most confusing dungeon, and it's definitely a problem. And in The Legend of Zelda, you gotta navigate your character, and that helped me be a better engineer. You get attacked by weird slimy water things, you fight yourself in a mirror, you have to swim in this dungeon where you haven't really swam a lot in the game, and you gotta go through all these rooms and find the key, but if you don't find all the keys, hey, you gotta go back and go through all the rooms. It's a huge problem. It made me a better engineer. And so video games, we're getting more tech in the world, iPhones and smartphones and tablets and virtual reality. You need to encourage your kids to play video games so they can become used to these new technologies. Pilots, You get better at being a pilot if you play video games. Surgeon, better when they play video games, all that hand control and focus. So play more video games. Encourage your kids to play video games. All right, how many of your parents encourage you to play sports? Raise your hand. All right, how many of your parents encourage you to play esports? Not fair. All this presentation, I told you all the awesome things that happen from playing video games. And sports dedication, you can get that from esports too. So what I want to encourage you to do is tell your kids to play more video games because it helped me become a much better person. And I don't want your kids or our future to miss out on that opportunity. Thank you.